Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to do a just a little overview of my pipe collection. One of my friends had suggested that I just, kind of show you guys my pipe collection, so I figured, why not? So, because I know that I've mentioned it before that I've got a kind of a decent collection of pipes right there in the background. So, of my previous videos. So, um not a whole lot of pipes here are just like, they're just basic pipes. There's very few on here that are worth talking about. So we'll just talk about those that are worth talking about. And then I'll show like kind of a few like, you know, well-known pipes or so. But we'll start with this guy right here. This right here is called the McQueen Ranger pipe. This guy right here is supposed to be a replica of Aragorn's pipe from The Lord of the Rings. It's made out of cherry wood. And when you first get this pipe, you can still smell the cherry on it. And I can still taste it too. So it's a pretty cool pipe. Again, this is a McQueen pipe. And it's called the Ranger pipe. Cherry. So that's that one right there. This one right here is a Peterson Dracula pipe. Now, to be honest, when I saw this pipe, that red acrylic right there just kind of sold me right on that with this black briarwood pipe sandblast look. It is really a spectacular looking pipe, and sits really good on my face. Or sits really good on my mouth. Pretty fun. So the next one, this was gifted to me by a friend. This is a Savinelli alligator pipe. And this one right here is in very good condition. He didn't really care what happened. He gave me a whole bunch of pipes. The majority of the pipes that he did give me were let me see if I can find it real quick. There it is. 1 second. Yeah, Dr. Graybo pipes. He gave me a whole bunch of those. So, so in that stash was this Savinelli alligator pipe. So I thought that was pretty cool. So obviously I got quite a few Dr. Graybo pipes. And this guy that I found is an estate pipe. And yes, it is actually pretty tiny. But this is actually, let me see if I can find it. It's right here on the edge of the stem. But I thought there was another indication right here. So this is what is called a bent Bob's pipe. And they are a kind of off-brand of Savinelli. So Savinelli makes these, but they're just kind of like a little off-brand. And yeah, it's a very tiny miniature pipe. So it's actually pretty cool. I like it, very lightweight, and it does what you need it to, just like pack it on a little trip, and it's actually a pretty cool little pipe to have. So the other pipes that I've got here, like this guy right here, I caution people on buying pipes on Amazon, but this guy right here, when I saw him on Amazon, this is a Scott's pipe that they have out there. And this is actually made of ebony wood. So it's a very hard wood and it's got real heft to it. Like even for this thing, you can feel the weight on it. So it was kind of impressive when I first picked that up. So my first pipe that I had ever gotten was a little straight pipe that was made out of pear wood. So ever since the time when I got it, there's been a crack developing right around the mouthpiece. Not on the mouthpiece itself, but right where the wood and the acrylic piece connect. So I've kind of just like put that on the back burner for the moment. The last one that has any kind of significant value to me is this Shire pipe. And this is supposed to be a reproduction model of Gandalf's pipe. Whether it's accurate or not, it's hard to tell anymore. But this was, again, sold on Amazon for $20 and made out of cherry wood, but very cheap because there's a slit developing along this stem right here. So I'm just trying to enjoy it. That was my first church warden pipe. I'm just trying to enjoy it until it breaks to the point where I can't use it, and then I'll just toss it out. Lastly, I have two Missouri Meerschaum pipes. One is just like here it is. One is just like your basic kind of just cheap wood pipe. But this one is the classic corncob pipe. So, I actually bought this. The name of this one is actually called the Huckleberry Finn. So it's based off the character from The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. So just that name alone was the reason why I bought this pipe. Because of the fact that, I grew up watching Tom and Huck from Disney back when they were actually good. And never really read the books, but probably need to. But either way, yeah, this is the Huckleberry Finn from Missouri Meerschaum. Right. Come on, focus. Well, either way, it's Missouri Meerschaum pipe. So maybe right there. But either way. So, like I said, I don't consider myself a heavy pipe smoker because I'm not. Last time that I had smoked a pipe was just this last Tuesday at our men's group called Guys in the Garage. So, if you guys really want to really stay connected with us on that end, then just go on Facebook and look up Guys in the Garage. Follow us. There's 2 pages. There's one that's kind of the, like the overarching umbrella of everything. And then we have one strictly for our Ashland group out here. So that was the last time I had smoked a pipe. And before then has been like several months. So yeah, it's actually a fun little hobby that I enjoy. The first tobacco that I ever started out with that I have a really nice big supply of is a brand called Lane Limited Black Raspberry. That literally smells like a fruit pie that is smoking, and it smells so good, and it tastes good too. My all-time favorite is what is called Tom Bigby, which is a tobacco that is made by a certain company that specialized in making Lord of the Rings tobacco scents and taste. But unfortunately, Warner Brothers got angry with them and then said that, hey, you guys can't do that anymore unless you pay us royalties. So what they did was they took the same flavor but just renamed it. So Tom Bigby in their website is what would be known as Toby from the Lord of the Rings movies. They also have other ones like Riverboat. I don't know if it's called Riverboat Queen or just Riverboat. That is supposed to be the brand of Rivendell. And there's plenty of other like tobaccos out there that are Lord of the Rings inspired. Like there's one in a small shop in Massachusetts that I visited, where they sold uh, tobacco that was called like Scourging of the Shire. And then I've bought other ones like, Treebeard and Long Bottom Leaf. So there's a whole compendium of tobacco out there for people to try that was Lord of the Rings inspired, or they've got other ones like the one that they used primarily on the set of Lord of the Rings. So yes, that is them truly smoking in Lord of the Rings. The primary tobacco they used in that film was called nougat, which is pretty good. I've got a little mason jar of that. And just a little tidbit for you guys, because I learned this from my friend and I did more research on it. Anytime that you are going to get into a hobby like this that involves pipe tobacco, make sure you do not store it in a plastic bag. The plastic bag, since it's made of plastic, it leaches into the tobacco itself and makes the tobacco nasty or dry, or it just dries it out, and it doesn't maintain itself very well. So if you're going to have a large stock of tobacco, make sure that you are going out and buying some mason jars, put them in there, and then seal them up, and they will last a long time in there. And if your tobacco happens to dry up when it's in a mason jar, another little tidbit is that you take an apple, you slice it up, and then you just drop it into the mason jar of tobacco, and it'll rehydrate the tobacco. Now, I don't know how long. I have not done that yet, but that is the best way to rehydrate your tobacco. So I hope this video was informative and a little bit exciting for you guys. I hope you guys are having a good day, and be on the lookout for more shooting videos. Unfortunately, with fall here and winter vastly approaching us like very quickly, we're gonna try and get some more shooting videos done, but it still is gonna take some time. So please, guys, be patient. We're trying to work out a good schedule. Right now, the hunting season is on, so the rut is kicking in, and my friends don't want me to shoot on their property until the rut is over, because we don't want to ruin the hunting season for them and other people around. So just bear with us, guys. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it'll be worth the wait, I promise. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a good day. And remember, shoot straight and shoot safe. Have a good day.